Hi everyone, I am really excited to be sharing a bunch of information this month on just overall clean living. Sometimes we focus so much on nutrition and weight loss and workouts and all of that we lose sight of some of the things that are making the biggest impact in our lives. I just want to share with you different tips that I feel are really applicable and don't seem daunting, especially this time of year when we are really busy. So I want to talk about how to be cleaner on the outside, because oftentimes we focus on just being clean on the inside, eating organic, stop eating the processed foods, cutting down on sugars. But it all can get very complex, and sometimes especially as females, but I'm sure so many of us focus on the weight side of it, or how we look, and really we want to break it down to how to live a healthy and long-term life. And then, for those of you who care about aging, this post is gonna talk a little bit about just how to have great skin as a result of all of the stuff that we're going to talk about. Our skin is the largest organ on our body, which we know, but sometimes I don't think we register how the impact that has. So I like to think about it, we eat all the time, and then, we digest our food and we focus on our health in that way so much, but we don't realize that our body detoxes in so many other ways, through sweat, out of our whole entire body, through tears, through sneezing and, runny noses, through rashes, through itching. Our body does so much through our skin to either get rid of toxins or bacteria or whatever it is, but we don't really think the other side of it, what our body takes in through our skin. What your body absorbs through your skin, it goes directly in to your bloodstream. There's a study, and I actually haven't done it. I tried it with ginger and it didn't work, but if you put garlic on your big toe for 15 minutes, you end up in saran wrap, you grate garlic and you put saran wrap on your big toe, then you'll be able to taste it on your tongue within 10 to 15 minutes. But you'll notice that even if we do that experiment, which maybe I'll try it out this week, that when we improve the things that we're putting on our body, we actually feel better and we look better, and we're doing a lot more than just maybe drinking beet juice, which is great for your liver, but so is putting clean products on your skin. Like I said, we detox in so many ways through our skin, and even through things like pimples and odor. And I really want us to put an emphasis and an understanding with what we put on our skin has such a big deal. I've been doing a lot of research and just experimentation with the lymphatic system, which is the system that's right under your skin, and the importance that it has. And that'll be a different post, but our skin just has such a vital role in our body and in our life, and so that's kind of what motivated me to do this as our first post. So the main thing that I want to talk about is how to choose and use better products in our life and on our body, on our skin, on our hair, everything. So I recently, from a friend, heard about an app. You can download it on your phone or your iPad, and it's called Think Dirty. And you can scan or look up pretty much any item, and it's really wonderful. And it gives you different ratings in different categories, and it rates it from a 1 to a 10. And then it also lists the ingredients, and then the ingredients how clean each of the ingredients are. So it'll have, in red, it'll have the most toxic ingredients. In green, the less toxic, and then in yellow, maybe the harmless or the cleaner ingredients. And then it'll rate it between, allergies, carcinogenic, and how it affects your immunity and reproductivity. So it rates it. So if you go to your bathroom, which is what I want you to do, is go to your bathroom, and I want you to go through and rate your entire bathroom. And that's the wonderful thing about this app is you can actually choose, and I know it's a little bit hard to see on the screen, but you can choose, you can scan. Can you guys see that? You can scan an item or you can look it up. And then if it's an item you actually have, you know, if you're in the grocery store, maybe you're just looking it up, you don't want to add it to your bathroom. But if it's actually something that you use, you want to add it to your bathroom list. After you do everything, so my challenge for you is to go through your whole bathroom. It only takes like, 15, 20, 30 minutes, just depending on how much you use every day. Go through and scan everything and look at what your current bathroom rating is. If it's a 10, that's bad. If it's closer, to a 5 and under, that's going to be really, really great. But whatever it is, I want your goal to be to lower it and not right away, because that is not only expensive, it's a little bit overwhelming, and who has the time to go back and replace their deodorant and their toothpaste and all of that in, a short amount of time. So what I would like you to do is go through your whole bathroom and rate it. And then go back to those products. And then the wonderful thing that I love about this app, and again, I know you can't see it, but you can go to a product and it shows you alternative products and it shows you their rating. So I might have a product that's a 10 and it might show you all the products starting from 0, which is going to be the cleanest, all the way, maybe all the way through to the 10s. And so I did this in my bathroom. So I'm just going to give you an example. And sometimes it's quite surprising. Some things that you think might be really clean or not clean might actually be the opposite of what your assumption was. And it really gives you the knowledge and the empowerment to make better decisions and to understand the products that you're reading on the back of packaging in the future. So it doesn't feel like you have to memorize anything. You don't have to clean out your whole entire bathroom in 24 hours. You just get the knowledge to be able to make better choices and slowly transition. So, for example, I usually use either a brand called doTERRA, which also makes the essential oils that I use, but their deodorant, or I use the Trader Joe's Cotton Unscented. And the more important things that you want to look for if you are going for a cleaner deodorant is that it's paraben-free and aluminum-free. So my Trader Joe's deodorant ranked as a 7, which isn't great, but it's not horrible. And then, sometimes I notice that if I'm, for most of I'm a personal trainer. I'm a Kaya coach. So sometimes I coach several classes in a row, and then I sit at my desk and maybe I have a meeting or I'm running errands after, and I do notice that I need a stronger deodorant. And so I have just Dove Original Unscented. And this one actually ranked as a 10 as far as toxicity and just on all the different levels, which is really surprising. And then it's just a matter of personal choice. What do you prefer? Are there times that you're okay with sacrificing cleanliness for odor, or is it a non-negotiable for you? So that's something that you're going to have to figure out on your own, but at least you can understand what the better choices are and have the knowledge to make those choices. I also use Dove soap on my face and on my body. It's just like my dermatologist recommends it. My mom has used it forever, and it's always worked for me. And it actually ranked as a 7, which I expected it to be a little bit cleaner than that. But then the nice thing is that, I have Dove soap, and then I can, on the app, I can look at the suggestions, and there's ones that are 0 and 1s and 2, so they're really clean. They're made with tea tree oil and a lot no perfumes and no dyes and things that they still get the job done, but they're a little bit cleaner. And then you'll start to see, once you do look at those alternative products, you'll start to see that there are certain brands that you'll recognize. And that's a nice thing too, is that when you see a sale of a brand that is a cleaner brand that you prefer, or when you're at the grocery store and there's 100 different options, or you actually have an idea ahead of time, you'll recognize brands, you'll recognize names, you'll look for things like unscented and dye-free, and there are certain cues that you'll start to pick up on, which will become really valuable just in your day-to-day life. It's a couple other ones. I use I use Blistex, and it has SPF in it. So I'm going to talk about SPF in just a second. But Blistex is just like a general chapstick. This is a medicated lip balm, and again, it has SPF in it. And it ranked as a 10, which is like, it kind of shocked me that it ranked as a 10, especially since I'm putting it on my lips. I'm putting, it's probably getting into my mouth and probably ingesting it as well. And, as women especially, I think that using anti-aging products or being really cautious about not aging our skin, especially our face, is kind of important. And if I'm putting chemicals onto my skin and it's increasing those fine lines, and I don't know, it doesn't really make sense. So I'm actually going to be throwing this away and taking it out of my bathroom list. So hopefully my bathroom rating will go up. And then just randomly, I rated my EOS, and this is the Superfruit one, and it ranked as a 1. And that was really surprising to me. It's only $3, and a lot of packages say that they're all natural and that they're organic, and they have a lot of claims, and you don't necessarily, and the ingredients or the delivery of it isn't as up to par as their claims. So I was really happy to find out that, and this is become one of my favorites because it gets the job done and I like it. Another thing that I've really adapted over the last, actually probably more than a year, is replacing lotions and leave-in conditioners and things like that with oils. So using coconut oil for my skin. I actually don't really like to smell like coconut. It bugs me. So I found that I really like using sweet almond oil, and there's a couple brands that are a little bit cleaner that I like, that aren't greasy, that absorb it into your skin. There's so many different types of oils that are derived from whole foods from the ground that have very minimal processing or the right kind of processing to get them into your hands. And so that's another thing that this app and just research and knowledge will help you get to as well. The last feature that I'm obsessed with, I know I keep talking about this app, but there's a little shopping cart in the top. So I'm an Amazon Prime fiend. I absolutely love it. I order stuff from Amazon Prime all the time. It's a once-a-year fee, and you get 2-day free shipping on anything that you order when you're a Prime member. So you can hit the cart. You can add any of the products that they recommend, or maybe even that they don't recommend, just that you find, and you can add it straight to your Amazon cart, and you can check out almost pretty much instantly. So that's another thing that I like that makes it really convenient. One thing I want to touch on really quickly is just that there are so many products you can actually pull from your kitchen that are pretty clean. Baking soda can be used for anything from whitening your teeth to shampooing your hair to exfoliating your skin. Coffee grinds can be used as a face and body scrub, and it is anti-inflammatory, and it reduces cellulite, and it's really wonderful. And then just whole food products. I really like to make my own face masks, and I'll do like avocado and banana and lemon, and there are so many products that you can use that are wonderful. And then where they came from. They're not, no chemicals or packaging is added to them. They are fresh. The enzymes and the minerals and all that stuff that your skin and your body actually want are fresh. And so not only is it not going to do your skin harm, it's going to do it good. My main takeaway for you is that to keep it really simple. So just like when you first get started, download the app and give yourself a bathroom rating. And just so that you can become mindful, look at the ingredients and some of the things that are really clean and that are really dirty. And then as you run out of those things, try and replace it with things that are a little bit cleaner. When your shampoo runs out, instead of getting the same one, look at the suggestions and, shop around. Maybe, you have a budget. I do too. And so sometimes the top suggestions don't work for me. So you have to pick what's best for you. And then it might be a little bit of trial and error, but at least you're working towards creating a clean, head to toe, inside and out process. And if you think about it, these products we're using more than any other thing in our entire life, right? So more than, you know, the salad that we eat for lunch that's once a week. We're using that deodorant 2, maybe 3 times a day. We're using that toothpaste or that lotion or that makeup at least once a day, if not more. And so being able to find products that, like I said, serve you versus actually, you know, are harmful to you will make such a big difference in everything. Not only just skin clarity and the you know, outside appearance, but also how your body responds, because your body, like I said in the beginning, your blood absorbs all of that, which means that it's then pumping through your heart and your organs and your brain and your everything. And so what we put onto our body ultimately is pumping through the rest. What we put onto our body is pumping through the rest of our body. So just being really mindful and understanding the importance, and you know, like I said, taking it one step at a time, one product at a time, and I think it'll be really doable to live a cleaner life. I really hope that you comment below. Let me know what your bathroom rating is. I would love to know. Mine, before I took out this Dove soap, the Dove, and then the cheaper shampoo that I used like I alternate between a couple, and so I took out a couple products that I probably only use once a month. So my bathroom rating ended up being a 6 or 7. So I'd be interested in seeing what yours is, and any ideas that you have to live cleaner, any products that you love, any brands that you want to suggest to me or anybody else. And let me know what you think. I'm really interested in hearing from you. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I look forward to cleaning out our bathroom.